Welcome to the Cyber Chronicles, ending the week of August, August 5th here. We have the top 5 articles on the internet that were shared via Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and other social medias. We're going to talk about the top 5 things. We have some interesting things. We have activists actually break into Wikileaks. That's quite ironic. 3 U.S. Ukrainians are charged in a banking fraud system that took just a little over $1 billion. FBI struggles to retain cyber talent. They're not alone. Cloudflare uses lava lamps to guard against hackers. It's kind of just a strange one. And then number 1 article we're going to talk about this week, Reddit got hacked. Stay tuned. Okay, the 5th most popular article of the week. Actually, I moved this order up a little bit because 3 and 4 were the same. And sorry, kids. We don't have an editor or chief or whatever, so I'm moving this one up just because I just find it very ironic. Wikileaks, the organization that has sent out information on just a variety of private information from the government, was hacked themselves. Their private messages on the Wikileaks Twitter chats, 11,000 were published that you could scroll through and take a look at. It's there's no really smoking gun in here. I mean, obviously WikiLeaks showed a preference to the GOP. They were anti-Hillary Clinton, and it's kind of a non-story, but it is ironic that the activists actually leaked 11,000 private messages for WikiLeaks. So that was our top most shared story of the week, number 5. Okay, the number 4 article of the week is 3 Carbonet FIN7, how do you say that? Hackers were charged with stealing over 15 million credit cards. They took a little bit of money. They took, it says here over €1 billion. The 3 suspects, I'm not even trying to say these, Dmitry Fedor Halok, Andrei Hokra, all from Ukraine. That was pronounced absolutely correctly, by the way. 120 companies in the United States. Victims included Chipotle, I love Chipotle, Jason's Deli, Red Robin, Sonic Drive-Thru, Taco John's, Run at the Border, love Taco John's, Chili's, Arby's, Emerald Queen Hotel and Casino in the state of Washington. So they're being charged with stealing over 15 million credit cards from 6,500 individual point of sales terminals at 3,600 business locations across 47 states. Organized crime unit within Russia. They are being detained right now in Germany. One's being detained in Poland, and one is being detained in Spain. And the United States is trying to extradite them for their crimes. So that was our 4th most popular article of the week. Stay tuned. Okay, the 3rd most popular article of the week is a story. FBI struggles to retain cyber talent. Well, FBI, welcome to the club. Everybody's struggling to retain cyber talent, including corporate America. It's a lucrative jobs. The pay scales are kind of crazy. I saw one study that showed I think it was a negative 11% unemployment rate for one category within cybersecurity. I think it was a SOX analyst. So the leaders, they've had a lot of people that quote unquote retired, and then they're turning up at large consulting firms. Well, the money is so lucrative, it's hard to blame some of these folks. If you've got kids in college, you've got expenses, you can go to the private sector and make probably, in some cases, almost 2 times what they're earning in the public sector. So they're trying to figure out what to do, how to retain some of this talent, and perhaps change some of their compensation for their agents. It's an article in Politico. Politico has some good articles, and recommend that you go there on occasion. And this is one that talks about the FBI talent strain and the fact that they're losing quite a bit of experienced cybersecurity personnel. Take a look. Number 2, how about, I don't know, is this TMZ now? How a bunch of lava lamps protect us from hackers. They show this picture of all these lava lamps. In fact, bring the picture up. Where would it go, right? I can't do this. I'm not good at this yet. There. It'll be there. Edward Craven Walker lived to see his grace invention, the lava lamp, make a 90s cultural comeback. But now they have it in the office of San Francisco security company called Cloudflare. They have 100 of their units up against the wall. Here's how it works. Every time you log into any website, you're assigned a unique identification number. It could be random because if hackers could predict the number, they'd impersonate you. Computers relying, as they do on human-coded patterns, can't generate true randomness. But nobody can predict the goppy, mesmerizing swirling of oil and water and wax, especially when you're under the influence of, no, we're not going to talk about that. But so they're using this as a way to develop cryptographic keys. I imagine the discussion to come to this conclusion was a very interesting one. Probably done late at night at our guys at Cloudflare, but it is almost impossible to predict emotions. They've also added a pendulum in its Linux office that records the Geiger counter in Singapore to add more chaos to the equation, and they basically say, crack that. Try to crack that. So I don't know. That maybe everybody should have lava lamps in their office for identification keys. Article written and published, and you'll see the link below.
This episode of the Cyber Chronicle is brought to you by FocusPoint Technologies, a Minnesota-based woman-owned cybersecurity solutions provider. Founded on the belief that the market is vastly underserved, we are putting the value back in VAR. Please call us at 651-330-5521 or find us on the World Wide Web at www.focuspointtechnologies.com.
So the number one story shared across the interweb last week was Reddit got hacked. Emails, passwords, private messages were stolen. Another day, another significant breach. This time it was Reddit. So Reddit did announce that someone did get access to their users' backup information, source code, internal logs. The CTO of the company, Christopher Stowe, admitted the hack was a serious one, but assured users they did not gain access to Reddit systems. The hell does that mean? They were not able to alter Reddit information. We've taken steps to simply lock down. The breach itself occurred because they were intercepting SMS messages that were meant to reach Reddit employees with one-time passcodes and circumventing the two-factor authentication that it had in place. And so this article, which is a great point, the security breach should be a wake-up call for those who still rely on SMS-based authentication that believes it's secure. It's time for you to move on from this method and switch to other non-SMS-based two-factor authentication. You've got to move your authentication up as the bad actors find weaknesses in our defenses. So, moreover, Reddit will reset the passwords for users that may have had their login credentials stolen. So if you're trying to log in, you may find that you have to generate a new password, which should indicate to you that you were probably one of the ones that was compromised. So that was the number one story for the end of August. We appreciate you listening, and take care. Have a great week.